Hey everyone, this is Alp Actinis, Managing Director of Architecture and Platforms here at KINETIQ. Welcome to our video where we're going to be showcasing for you how your team from an FP&A perspective can leverage agentic AI to be able to do conversational writeback as well as scenario creation within your Microsoft Dynamics BPP solution. Let's go ahead and let's get into the video to showcase to you how this can work for your organization and the benefits this is going to have for your organization, leveraging AI for what-if scenario planning as well as conversational writeback. What you can see on my screen right here is that we have an account-based budgeting mechanism in place right here where we have teams that have the capability to be able to edit data directly from within the BPP solution using the BPP matrix visual and graphical planning visual. Now, one thing that we love about agentic AI here is that teams can work in multiple locations. So the idea behind this is that our team will have the ability to be able to create new scenarios as well as be able to do conversational writeback to model what increases can look like across revenue and expenses and how that impacts profitability of the organization when testing different modeling. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to showcase to you our various different agents that accomplish this. So within Microsoft Teams, we have a Teams channel dedicated where we have various different agentic solutions such as our BPP FP&A planning agent that is in our group chat with our FP&A team. Now, what's great about this particular agent right here is it is leveraging multi-context protocol in order to be able to facilitate writeback to our BPP solution, which lives within Dataverse. So what that essentially means right here is that I can call this agent to go ahead and do things like create new scenarios. So let's say, for example, I wanted to create a new scenario called what if 5 against my dimension table right here. What this is going to allow the agent to do right here is it's going to allow it to be able to go and facilitate these particular actions thanks to MCP. So what you're seeing right here is this agent is going ahead and running this particular solution. What we love about this agent is it's also making sure, and again, these are all instructions that can be programmed on here through Copilot Studio, that we want to go ahead and always have a check mechanism to be able to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes, that I do want it to be able to do this, and I just have to tag the agent to let it know that I am good for it to proceed. And it's going to go ahead and run this process right here. So what's great about this is you can see that the agent has now created that scenario. And to make sure that I see that scenario in my model right here, I'm going to go ahead and just recache the data. And what you're going to see right here is that that particular scenario is now available for me to plan on. So your agents will also have the ability to create new scenarios for scenario modeling. Now, let's talk about conversational writeback. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to have my agent go ahead and start to write back data by doing a 10% increase on my value right here for these particular intersections of data. So let's say that I'm in charge of this particular department, legal entity, and business unit, and I want to have a write back go in place. So in my model, you can see that the values right now are showing 54,000 roughly for the 3 months within Q1 for this department and account. What I can do with this agent is go ahead and run this particular protocol right here, and it's going to go ahead and trigger that. And what we love about agents is you can always programmatically put these things in place as a secondary check where before the change is committed, you're going to be able to either proceed or not proceed on it. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and proceed. We can see exactly what the changes are going to be. It's going to be a 10% increase across the board. And again, this can get more sophisticated from a modeling standpoint. And so what we can see right here is that these particular records have been updated, as you can see from the screen right here. So I'm able to chat with that agent. And now if I go ahead and I go back to my model right here, take a look at this particular intersection of data. So that's the 54,000. You're going to see a slight increase in these values right here. You can see that it changed slightly on this one. And now if I look within here, we can see the new values of 59,000 are in place across the board. So it's changed my Q1 values. So with agentic AI, you not only can do scenario modeling, but also conversational writeback. And now imagine you have a multi-cube model where you have various different intersections of data that are influenced by one another. You'll have an agent be able to run scenario modeling, show the impact of all your different changes from a profitability and cash flow perspective to your users, and compare that to your original scenarios to see those comparisons in best case, worst case, and normal case situations. So we hope you found this video informational. If you're interested to learn more, please feel free to check out our website at kinetiq.com, or you can look at the information down below in the description. Thank you, and this is Alp Actinis signing out.